The study of popular culture, in essence, is a study of temporary phenomenon that passes in and out of the public eye. One strong pillar that has stood against this culture's ephemeral nature has been the world of superheroes. Throughout the evolution of America's values and public opinions, superheroes have been adaptable. It is for this reason that their world has lasted throughout many decades.
Since the dawn of time, societies have created superheroes in their own image and looked up to them for their ideals. Some commonly known characters include Odysseus, David from David and Goliath, Samson, and Robin Hood. The existence of these common heroic adventures and figures are a testament to the enduring human need to have powerful, mythic figures to serve as an extraordinary example for how to live.
Superhero comics grew out of the 1930s with the rise of the pulp fiction culture, in concert with World War II propaganda supporting the war effort.
The two major comic book companies, Marvel and Detective Comics, grew out of this era and still continue to dominate the comic market. DC's Superman, created by Jerome Siegel and Joseph Shuster in 1938, profoundly shaped the image of the modern American superhero. Following the success of Superman, other traditionally idealistic heroes, such as Batman and Marvel's Captain America, became widely popular, leading to extreme expansion within the industry. These early comics began with a message of chivalry and idealism and would reflect the values of each subsequent decade.
Superheroes are a great example of social values through their portrayal of wealth, gender roles, and body image. A staple of heroes and superheroes is the concept of haves and have-nots. For example, in the movie Elysium, Max, the protagonist, fights the rich to supply the poor with medicine and improved standard of living. In Batman comics, Batman, a rich guy, uses his wealth to fight crime and protect the common people from criminals and the corrupt government. Finally, Robin Hood is a thief who steals from the rich and gives to the poor. All these characters emphasize the inequality that was observed in their times and provide an example of great people who give back to their community in ways only heroes can. It is notable that superheroes mostly consist of men. This is a direct link to our patriarchal society. Only recently have female superheroes become just as badass as their male counterparts. Superheroes are also known to have what we as a society consider the perfect body image.
Though initially representing patriotism, today's heroes have begun to display contempt for the increasingly dystopian justice systems that surround them. For example, the main characters of today's popular books, such as Divergent, Harry Potter, and The Hunger Games, rebel against those who are in authority. Where in the 1940s and 1950s, Captain America was punching Hitler in the face and Superman was actively supporting the American government and fighting the spread of communism, newer adaptations depict Superman ripping apart American drones in midair, and Batman antagonizing the Gotham police force. In the beginning, an enemy of these superheroes was an enemy of America. Now, superheroes have the power to both support and criticize the nation's government and to shape and reflect public opinion.
With the changing of the times, a new, darker character has taken shape, one who is increasingly more relatable to the average person and who represents the decay of traditional values in modern society.
One example is in the "you're just like me" trope, a phrase commonly used by the villain to make the hero question him or herself.
We're not the same. Because we're just alike, you and I. Except you're boring.
We're not so different, you and I.
Though now parodied as a stereotype, this phrase nevertheless is an indicator of the darker side these more modern characters possess. Far more morally ambiguous films have been made in recent years, such as Marcus Alquiere's The Flying Man, about a mysterious flying vigilante. However, it is important for viewers not to get caught up in the new level of violence and darkness, because, as Stephen Johnson's article, Watching TV Makes You Smarter, argues, though there is more violence and darkness in the popular media today, it is this new realism that engages the audience mentally as well as emotionally. These new adaptations of the superhero story serve to reflect the newfound cynicism and realism of American culture. No longer do we hide behind a complacent, conformist, secret identity. Now we are free to express the complexity of our attitudes.
Throughout history, heroes and superheroes have represented the values of their societies. From ancient Greek, Roman, and Egyptian mythology to modern-day heroes, these figures have embodied basic traits that are considered valuable to a society. While these values have changed over time, they can all be traced to concepts of justice, body image, courage, and changing gender roles.